Alright, dudes, welcome back. Sayamante, Mr. Mavio. Hello, guys. Yeah, today's day number 69. I don't have anything special planned. I should have, like, I don't know. I should have done something. I should have, like, sat upside down in my chair or something. I don't know. We could have done something, but it's, like, the middle of the week, and it just kind of fell on a weird day. And didn't exactly, like, make it easy to have fun with it. But there's a massive 69 on the thumbnail. And we're just gonna laugh about it. How's that? Is that cool enough? We're gonna, you know, we're gonna start out by doing our writs and daily dungeons and all that stuff. And we're gonna, I think, try to continue to pick up some leads for the mythic items that we were working towards yesterday. Should have put a sexy thumbnail. Dude, I didn't think about it until literally just a minute ago when you and I were talking through Discord. But you're right, I should have. I should have, like, made the beaver on the thumbnail, like, posing all hot and sexy, like, it would have been friggin' hilarious. But I didn't think about it until now, and I make, like, a week's worth of thumbnails in advance. Because, like, I don't have time to make a thumbnail every day, so, like, on the weekend, when I have, like, about 15 minutes of Smash? Yeah, okay. Hot Beaver Ladies. Mafia Smash. When I've got like 15 or 20 minutes to pick my nose on the weekend, I make like all the thumbnails. It takes a little bit longer than 15 minutes, but I try to make them all at once. At least for like the week. Bada boom. Yeah, we could get some sexy beavers in the thumbnails coming up. You know, some sexy lady beavers. We'll make it work. I'll try to see what I can make happen. I think I could do that. Joro Mako Ta. But yeah, so yesterday I think we left off getting, I forget exactly what the lead was called, but it's one of the leads for the band, the Malakath Band of Brutality. That's what it's called. And we're gonna continue to go back there and try to knock out some more of those leads. I think we only need 2 or 3 more, and you know, we'll try to fight some other mythics here soon. I'd like to get a collection of all of them eventually. Obviously, we're not gonna use them all. And they're not all like overly practical, excuse me. But it would be nice to have them all, because why not? All beavers are good looking to you, so that's why you stick around, huh? I'll take it. I'll take it as a compliment. But a boom. I do wish there was like a beaver pet in this game. Or like, you know, a beaver mount. How fun would it be if we could ride a beaver around? Like, I wouldn't be against just like taking the exact character model from like Ark. You know, the Castroid from Ark, because you can ride them. You can put a freaking saddle on them and ride them. I think that would be awesome. In fact, Zenimax, if you're watching, if you're listening, I would pay money for a beaver mount, dude. I would. I'd have to. It's like a requirement. How much money? Ooh. It's hard to put a price on a beaver, man. $10,000. No, maybe not quite that much, but I'd pay some money. But, boom. I think the bank is somewhat spacious. We're gonna find out here in a moment. Give me that. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. 1 down, 11-2 to go. Yeah, we have a little bit of space, but not a whole lot. And we're out of space. Instantly. I did not mean to put that in there. Oh gosh, where was that? Was it a weapon? It was a piece of gear. Right there. Deals and bargains. Wait a minute. Is that bound? What is that? No. Sweet. Deals and bargains. I have not been checking the daily rewards. I should probably jump on this character to pull that gear out. Yeah, what do we got going on for, like, the dailies? These dailies. Nothing. It's all pretty meaningless. I mean, the materials are nice. The ink is pretty negligent. Yeah, these are bad rewards. I mean, a new harvest animation is cool. Nothing too crazy, though. Minecraft has beaten Snow White. Oh, the movie. Oh. Not surprised. Dude, the things that I've heard about that new Snow White movie, like, don't get me wrong, I haven't paid a lot of attention. And if I'm being completely honest, I couldn't repeat back a single thing I've heard. Like, a specific detail that I've heard. Aside from the main actor not doing right by the company. Apparently just, like, bashing the franchise of Snow White publicly. Bad publicity. But you know, I think the dwarves are stupid looking. But that's really all I know off the top of my head. But all I've heard is people complain about that movie. Everybody's upset. They're like, this is the worst movie we've ever seen, ever. And I don't really know why. I'm not gonna watch it. You ain't getting my money or time. No. But if you guys have seen it, I will let you come in here and tell me about it. How's that? Does that sound good? Sounds good. I think that adamantite right here is an inappropriate material to have for crafting. For the lore purposes. I don't think it fits. And I don't like it there. I don't think it makes any sense. Because adamantite is, like, lost, technically. The Dwarven War situation, I think, was, like, close to 1,000 years before the time period of ESO itself. ESO being about 1,000 years before, like, Skyrim, right? So, as far as we're aware, there is no adamantite available, and even if it was, nobody has the ability to forge it, except for the dwarves, and that information and knowledge is all lost in time. The dwarves are gone, brother. They disappeared. Disappeared. I think they faded into a sub-existence. I think they slipped through a wormhole and found a new existence. They found a new dimension to live in. They're like on a parallel universe. You know, does that make sense? I think that's where they're at. If we're lucky, when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, if it's not completely awful, it'll tell us a lot of that. Hold on, let me catch up. I was ranting for a minute. I got distracted by the might of the lore. It's funny because the character in Snow White was like, we're not doing like 90s. I am an independent woman. We are gonna change the script. Okay. Okay, wait, what? Wait, so because she was given a script to read, she was like, this is inappropriate. This is just unacceptable. I'm a grown, handsome, independent woman with a big black dick. Like, because that's, I think, what women say nowadays. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. When you want to assert your dominance, right? And she was like, we're going to change the script. What did she want to change in it? She said getting kissed by the prince is lame. and all that, and we're making a whole new change in the movie, and she, in the movie, kept doing weird lip syncing. Why'd they let her do that? Why'd they put it out like that? Who was sitting behind the camera and they were like, oh, 75 takes, she just won't do it right, and I just like, screw it, put it in the movie. Like, who? Why didn't they just get a new actor? If she was being such a like prissy princess, I don't understand it. Mafio, I don't understand with what being racist has to do with not watching that movie.
It is sheltered and fed thousands.
Was that movie considered to be the embodiment of racism? Because I didn't hear that. That's not what I was understanding. I heard it was just really bad. I didn't mean to pull that one piece out. Moving on.
Tread carefully, friends. Wouldn't want the forest to swallow you up.
Whoa, what's that doing in miscellaneous? I guess it is a miscellaneous item. Alright, I pulled some things out by accident. Like, that needs to go back in there. I thought I pulled one more out, but maybe not. Disney didn't do anything after she kept all the trashing in the Snow White franchise? I thought they did, though. I thought they, like, essentially removed her. They were like, alright, your contract is now null and void because you've defaced the company or something like that. Ashley, hey yo, how you doing? Man, I don't know. Like, look, man, the way I see it is like you should be able to say whatever you want. Like, if she feels some type of way about this subject, she has the right to express herself, unless she is under contract to specifically not deface the company and the franchise in certain ways. And unfortunately, I think she was under contract, and that's why they did what they did. They did fire her. So after the film flopped, so they waited until the film was gonna like be successful or not. They were like, you know what? Say whatever you want. We don't care. And then all of a sudden they didn't make any money. So they were like, you can't say any of that. This is just ridiculous. How dare you say bad things about this movie? We worked hard on it. Can't you see? I'm sitting here with my feet kicked up while you do all the work. We're gonna come back to this character. I just need to free up some inventory space. Let's just finish the Ritz. I did that one. Let's do this one. That's crazy though. I wonder if they still would have fired her if the film was successful and made a lot of money. Probably not, huh? Because like, if the film was super successful and it made millions and billions of dollars, then they might have attributed her like little outburst on social media to the success of the film. It might have even become like a positive, iconic thing where it's like the film was super successful and the actor went out there and bashed it, and she was like, man, this film sucks, it's stupid and ugly and I hate it, I'm a woman. And like the public, if the film was successful, the public probably would have looked at that and been like, dude, what a savage, like she's so cool and popular, you know, like that kind of attitude. But because it was unsuccessful, they were just like, you're fired, you're done. It's a shame because like when you look at it like that, it does feel strongly like they can just write the rules to fit however they need it to fit. It's like they're just drawing the puzzle picture, the puzzle pieces themselves, you know. They can do whatever they want and, like, you know, change contracts and interpret things the way they please, right? Because that's a lot of what legal jargon is a form of interpretation based on perspective. So like, if something is successful, it's like, well, we interpret this as a good thing. We made lots of money and our pockets are fat and full, so what's there to complain about? But then if it doesn't go well, it's like, we hate you, you're done, it's your fault. And then they, you know, they point the finger and blame it on the individual. So like, her as an actor, she's probably gonna have a really hard time. They basically threw her under the bus. Like, yeah, what she said and did was inappropriate, but they used her as the scapegoat for the failure of the franchise in this moment, in this movie. So like, the people that made the movie, the Disney, I think, who owns the franchise itself, even though they suffered financially from this, they're not gonna suffer any like backlash publicly or through like the media or anything like that. But like, she's the one that took all the blame, the entirety of it, and she's the reason for the downfall and for the failure of the franchise. Which, personally, man, I don't think it's right at all. Like, yeah, I don't think that she should have said what she was saying, but I don't think that she should be the one to blame for the failure of the franchise. It's not like she wrote the movie. You know, she was just an actor in it. It's like if you get into a car accident, like, you don't blame like the radio system, or you know, like you're like, man, that song was bumping so loud I couldn't even hear anything that was going on around me. It's like, no, it is other things at fault there. Lobo, what's up, man? Yeah, it's day 69. Hello. I don't have anything cool planned. It's just, we're just hanging out, doing the do, as usual. But I did feel like I really needed to make the lettering for day 69 as big as humanly possible. Simon was telling me I should have made like a sexy lady beaver, and I didn't think about it until it was too late. But another day, 169 coming up. Give me 100 more days, you'll get a beaver with like cleavage or something on the thumbnail. You think Minecraft was successful because it gave the audience what they wanted? It gave the audience what they wanted. Yeah, I mean, yeah, autism runs heavily in the younger generations, and it's really not hard to please them. Just like bright lights, lots of you know, flashy colors, lots of screaming and yelling, and like pigs and stuff and chickens from Minecraft. Like that's not all it takes, dude. You didn't ask for Jack Black. I'm disappointed that he did that movie. I really like Jack Black, and I feel like that's a stain on his record in my eyes. But that's just my personal opinion. I wish that he didn't have his name attached to it. That's all. Like, I know Jack Black from Tenacious D and like the Pick of Destiny and so much stuff that is like not Minecraft. It's just when I think of Minecraft, the last person I'm ever gonna think of is friggin' Jack Black. But he, you know, he does good for the kids. He fit that role properly and in the way that they were trying to market that movie, right? You hate Jack Black? I like him. I like him a lot. I like a lot of the things he does. I think he's pretty funny. He's a good dude too, like, just in general, like his the way he handles himself. Like, he's always doing charity events and stuff like that. Which, you know, that's respectful stuff, man. I like a lot of the things that he does, but yeah, Minecraft's not where I saw him going. But man, that's a fat paycheck though. I'll tell you what, that movie is gonna make so much money, and it's like, I'm sure it made a ton of money already, but it's not done. Like, it's gonna continue to make more money, and they're already talking about making like another movie. And it's interesting because they titled the movie itself A Minecraft Movie, so like they left it broad and vague in it, like, to begin with the intention of making many different movies. So like, you saw that coming a mile away, yeah. Wait, so Disney did get backlashes? After the backlash, Disney was like, we don't know what we did wrong. I mean, yeah, that's what Disney does, right? That's like what all these big corporations do. They take advantage of things, they manipulate the system, they reap the rewards, and And then whenever they get like caught with their hand in the cookie jar doing something incorrect or inappropriate or wrong or manipulative, they're like, I didn't know. What? What do you mean? Oh man, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Yeah, could you turn around so I can get more cookies out of this jar? Like, that's the attitude that 99% of these massive corporations have, and Disney is probably one of the most of the massive of the corporations. Disney, if you'd like to call me for a sponsorship, I'd be happy to promote your movies. I don't know. I just am not a kid anymore, so like I don't really get on with most of the stuff. I honestly, I don't remember the last time I enjoyed something that Disney did. But that's just because I'm a grown man, dude. Like, it doesn't work for me anymore. And I can almost guarantee you that, like, Jack Black and Jason Momoa are not gonna, like, sit down at night to watch the Minecraft movie for fun. Like, that's not what they're doing. That's a paycheck to them, man. You think they're gonna call me immediately? Thanks, Ashley. I appreciate the confidence there. Speaking of adaptions, I genuinely was impressed by the Fallout TV series. I've heard good things about it. I've heard a lot of people were quite satisfied with the outcome of that. Surprised at as most game adaptions are crap. Yeah, most. I would say 99% of movies that get turned into games are crap. Like the game. Like, say the movie's really good, and they're like, how do we make more money? Let's make a game. The game is garbage. And vice versa. If it's a game and it gets turned into a movie, 99% of the time, it's just garbage. So, yeah. To not fall flat on your face and just, like, get a bunch of road burn all over you and just, like... Good. Like, you know... Congratulations to the Fallout series, man. I didn't see it myself, but I think I watched the Angry Joe of it, and because I like watching Angry Joe. It's been a while since I've watched their movie reviews. I did watch the Minecraft movie review that Angry Joe did, though, and it's exactly how I thought they would feel, and it's exactly how I thought I would feel if I had actually watched the movie myself. So I just was like, you know, I clicked on the the video. I was like, nodding my head. I was like, huh, yeah, yeah. And then, like, that's basically like, I don't know, reinforcing my my internal desire for people to hate the Minecraft movie. But generally, I feel like they do a good job. They're pretty, like, what's the word? Unbiased. Like, they'll tell you how it is. So I appreciate their opinions on stuff. And I believe that they weren't, like, disappointed with the Fallout series. There's always going to be room for criticism, which I think I remember them having. Man, it's been a while since I've watched that review that they had. But I'm pretty sure they were like, yeah, this was good, not bad. Could have had some, you know, a little bit of room for improvement, but generally, good. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to put those in there. Yeah, they're both jewelry. Hell yeah. Approach my pretties. Alright, we got room for like one or two more writ pools without having to dump inventory once more. Fallout did beat Arcane. What's Arcane? It must have beat Arcane. I've never heard of it. If I've heard of Fallout... It sounds familiar. But I don't know anything. What the? Taking a nap, I see. Cloud Snout, what a name. Bada boom. Dude, honestly, this event for the writs, like, just, you know, jumping on each day to do these writs for each character, has proven like really useful for just leveling the mount speed on all of these characters. Like, I can't promise we're gonna use all these characters all the time. I want them to to have them, you know, but to level the mount speed, it's like, why not? If we do use them, I want mount speed. We're gonna have to pull up that list of the leads again. I should do a couple of dailies on my main account, like Undaunted dailies and things like that, just so I can get some, like, excuse me, what are they called? Sorry about that. Scripts. That's what I'm thinking. Because there's certain quests that pop up in the game that give you a guaranteed script drop for the first time.
Certainly.
Like the Undaunted, the Mages Guild, so on and so forth.
I'm not sure I've ever been this far up.
You love that area in the game? Where, which area? Sip of Magicka. Oh no. Okay, I think I know what a Sip of Magicka is. It's like Bugloss and Columbine. No? Uh-oh. So, might be... There we go. Tiffany, hey, hey. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm not sure which area of the game that you're talking about. Or unless you're just talking about Grotwood in specific.
Well, of course, enchanting.
Jorah. Oko. Oh, yeah. Dude, Grotwood's awesome. It's really, really cool. I feel like a lot of people, when they play the game, they just fast travel right to Grotwood. And they don't really get a view or an understanding of the surroundings. But the way you're actually supposed to get here is you're supposed to do Auradon and then Greenshade. And then after you finish Greenshade, you hop on a boat, and said boat takes you to here. Takes you to this dock on Grotwood. And you're introduced to the quest line, and it's being overran by pirates. So, like, you've got, like, these soldiers and just citizens, like townspeople, just gearing up, being like, oh, hell no, you ain't taking my house. And then they're just, like, fighting back against pirates. And you gotta, like, trudge through the swamps and, like, the muck and the grime and find some, like, old ruins and stuff sitting around. And then you find, you know, you end up getting involved with, like, the wood elves and stuff, the Bosmer. And you learn a bit about their culture and their understandings, and then and their religions and whatnot, and then you find yourself in Eldenroot. It's a really cool world, dude. Grotwood is super unique. I love it here. There's better places to do writs, though. Like, I think the main town in Somerset is better for writs, to be completely honest. Everything is very close together. The only thing that Somerset's main town does not have conveniently placed is a horse stable, which is why I'm not going there. And Somerset's also beautiful. Man, oh day. If there's anything that they do right in this game, like, there's a lot of things to compliment, there's a lot of things to complain about, but man, oh day is the freaking the atmosphere and the look of the world and all the geographic stuff. It's freaking beautiful. They do a great job. Like, you don't really ever, I don't know, I feel like I don't take my time to look around, but, like, look at that, dude. That's so cool. I can't wait to go to a place that has cool mushrooms. As much as I like Grotwood, I like mushrooms better. You're doing the old Married Dominion quest line right now. You just visited Grotwood for the first time. You were like, yo, when you went to the big tree. It's really cool, man. Like, the roots span so wide. And the roots, like, make up pathways and bridges and houses. It's really neat, man. I wish there was a bit more detail put into the tree. Like instead of like running out here to turn these quests in, it'd be really fun if there would be like pathways and bridges that like spanned up the sides of the tree to like different like outreaching platforms and stuff to let you climb vertically. That'd be super cool. But eventually you'll learn like these little huts and houses. I don't want to spoil it, but you'll learn how they make these houses. It's actually really interesting. I mean, I'll tell you if you want me to, but I don't want to spoil it if you don't want it. Reminds you of something out of Bug Life. It really does, right? I'm still like sitting on what's that game? SOS, you need a fork. Mafio's probably got a couple of sporks in his pocket. I don't think he leaves the house without a spork. Oh, gosh dang it. What game? Is it Grounded? I think it's Grounded. Oh, dang it. I did not mean to eat that recipe. I'm sitting on a game called Grounded that I've been trying to get Bryson and Zach to play for so long, and it just isn't happening. Red Dead Redemption 2. Simon, shut up. Dude, don't say those words, man. I know. You love Grounded? Dude, you were playing it the other day. I've heard it's really good. I've, like, heard a lot of good things about Grounded, and I would love to play it, but I don't want to play it, like, without the boys in the hoods. This inventory thing is ridiculous.
Approach!
Approach, my pretties. I can tell you spoilers. So those buildings, those houses, they're actually developed by the Bosmer. The Bosmer are the Wood Elves. Well, Bosmer are a generalized race of elves, from my understanding. The Wood Elves in particular, they make these houses, they plant seeds. And I forget where the seeds come from, but they're very special and unique seeds, and they grow almost instantly. Like, they sprout and they pop up into existence like within a day. It's really neat the way they've like voice it. That's a cool looking sword. I don't think you actually learn about it directly in Grotwood, but it might be like Greenshade or Mullabal Tor that you actually start getting that information, because the Bosmer are like scattered pretty much throughout the entirety of the Aldmeri Dominion. You'll get pretty deeply involved with their cultures and all that. And something like super interesting about the Bosmer, or at least the Wood Elves in particular, is that they are involved in the Green Pact. And the Green Pact is basically a truce with a higher power, basically, that like wants to thoroughly protect the nature, in the trees, in the woods, in the rocks, in the flowers, in the bushes, in the plants, in the beavers, and they fight tooth and nail to protect it. Like, they'll go to the like most extreme extents possible to protect every form of nature possible. And they don't eat plants, but they only eat meat. And they I think it's in, where is it? Hold on a second. I think in when you get to Reaper's March, because there's a war going on, right? The three different alliances are all having a bit of a war, and that's what Cyrodiil's is. It's like the confrontation point for all three alliances. Because Reaper's March borders Cyrodiil, they are more directly involved in the war. And there's a quest line in here where they're essentially being overran by a faction of baddies, and they actually burn down their houses to stop them. I think that the baddies start summoning Daedra or something, and in order to stop the Daedra from invading and running over the place, they just like burn down their entire village. And that's like a freaking like, what? That's one of those moments where you're like, there's no way. No way you're burning down your houses. And the lady running things there, she's like, look, we can plant new houses. She's like, we'll grow new houses. They come back in like a day. And like, I know that this is like against the Green Pact and all, but these are lives at stake here. Like, we're gonna lose like thousands and thousands of people, and not just like soldiers. We're talking like women and children too. So like, it's really cool. Like, I know most people skip dialogues and don't really pay attention to the lore in Elder Scrolls. And I understand it, because there's a part of me in there that wants to do it too, but it's actually pretty good, man. Like, they tell a good story. The problem is that it's such a long period of time that you have to digest the entire story that it's difficult to put it all together and see the big picture, because generally what you see are just like drawn out dialogues that are like reasonably boring, that kind of just like don't really have any conflicts or conclusions or anything immediately in your face. But when you take every single quest and you learn every character and their impact and their towns and all that, and you pull it all together and you paint the picture of what the Alliance story comes out to be, it's really good. It's a good story. We can grow houses. Love the stories in the game, dude. It's awesome. I really like the world of Elder Scrolls in general. What did I do wrong here? I missed a writ. I'm out of cornflower? For real, yo? I guess it's too bad. Let's go get some cornflower quick. Yeah, that's another thing, Ashley, is like, I don't really read the books, and I wish I did, because the books actually fill in a lot of the gaps. Coffee stirrers as chopsticks.
Can I help you?
Dude, you're hurting that bad, huh? That's pretty cheap. 77 a pop? Hold on, man. $65 a pop. But only for like a few. $75. Oh, it's only for 10. I want like a full stack. Let's take that 77 a pop. But yeah, Simon, I'm sorry. I missed your message. We will finish Red Dead 2 eventually. What we could do it, well, shoot. I'll have to make sure that's gonna work, but I could maybe suggest that we go from like Hogwarts Legacy to Red Dead 2 to Hogwarts Legacy to Red Dead 2. But I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like that's too much time in between each like series. Because if we're talking like once a week, like once every 2 weeks to play Red Dead 2, and then like it would be difficult to stay engaged with the story and remember where we're left off and all that. So like maybe we should put Hogwarts Legacy on the back burner until we finish Red Dead 2. Maybe. I know I've been talking pretty heavily about how like we're definitely gonna do Hogwarts Legacy, but that might be a good idea to do that to finish up Red Dead.
They've made some sort of accord with Mercy to preserve such things. Civilized Mer should look past such trivialities.
Can you not see the strength it affords us? The Grand Oak of Eldenroot has stood for millennia. It has sheltered and fed thousands.
And what has it gotten you? The Bosmer sit idly by their borders, warring among themselves until the Mer of value have to step in on your behalf. Better to chop it
Character bound and bleh. almost out of space. We are out of space. Moving on. This woman that's over there yelling right now. Well, she was just having a conversation with a man. It is a.
Swallow you up.
Is it the high elf? Yeah, it was the high elf arguing with a wood elf about the value and importance of the trees in Grotwood. And he's talking about how, like, if you just cut down this tree and harvested all the wood, you could, like, supply, like, materials to the entirety of Tamriel. Like, you could export all of it, and you could have all the money in the world. And she was like, how could you even say such a thing? Like, how could you even consider that to be an option? And she goes on a rant about how he's stupid. The lore's everywhere, man. You just gotta listen for it. Alright. Let's do a little bit of this. A little bit of this. A little bit of these. And a little bit of this. Okay, we're getting there. I know this is tedious, but it's just what we're working right now with the freaking inventory problems. The event's almost over. We only have a few days of it left. And that means we're not going to have all this, like, immense amount of inventory just being crammed everywhere. We're still going to have the stuff that we currently have, but at least we'll be able to condense things and organize it a little bit better.
No, thief.
Yeah, the NPCs are a bit weird sometimes. Developers do have a good sense of humor. I agree. But you really gotta listen. Like, you can't just, like, breeze your way through the game and not pay attention. Like, you gotta, like, be patient. You gotta be just, like, standing around doing something. Like, or, like, you know, just taking in the air, just the atmosphere, just smelling the flowers on the side of the road, and you'll hear, like, some really strange conversations, man. And they've got their own, like, dialect, man. Like, they all have different phrases and sayings, and they're all racist, which is great. That's awesome. Yeah, it's like literally every single freaking person in this game seems to be immensely racist. But, it builds the world, I guess. Dang it. I didn't mean to pull that map out. Yeah, very, very deep personalities. Most characters, I would say. Like, eventually you do find them starting to repeat themselves. But mostly in the base game. Like, once you start hitting DLC and stuff, you see a little bit more creativity when it comes to things like that. But, in the base game, like, when you go from one dominion to the other, you can kind of, like, you can kind of feel it. You're like, oh man, I've seen this before. But like I said, once you start hitting DLCs and stuff, it gets a lot more interesting. Especially some of the newer DLCs. Like, I haven't dove into the newer ones too hard, but from what I have seen, it's good questing. Grim, what's up, man? Wood elves are cannibals. Yes, that's another piece of lore. That's freaking fascinating piece of lore is what that is. So, wood elves, I don't know where this came from. I think it might be something to do with the Green Pact. Whatever it is, they have this, like, tradition that in battle, in war, in times of conflict, when they kill enemies, no matter what that enemy is, like whether it's a person or a bug or a freaking snake or whatever, like, they eat it. So,
We've had our differences, but
yeah,
when have
or
you
even
ever
other wood
known me
elves,
to be
they're in
wrong?
conflict with them. They eat them all.
Yes.
And you're supposed
I
to, I
suppose
think it's
that's
within
true.
72 hours of the
You are
conflict
others.
ending, they're supposed to have, like, devoured the corpses of every single
It was
creature
written
that
in-
they slaughtered. And, Yeah. Yeah, that's the Wood Elves for you. You haven't bought any of the DLCs yet? Still playing through the quest in the regular game? Yeah, dude, don't rush. Take your time. There's no reason to rush. If you're enjoying it as it is, keep enjoying it. We're winning this time. How are they not fat little elves? They are tiny, aren't they? Wood elves are pretty short. I need to eat some food. I don't want to use my ultimate for this. These Imperial fragments, do they go right in the inventory?
Elder Scroll.
No. They must go in currencies. Which is good. So that's nice.
Smash those rifts or be overwhelmed!
Did we lose our DD? No, he's just not DDing too hard. I need some stamina or something. I just won't sprint. We got pretty good regen. You want to try playing as a Wood Elf? Right now, you're playing as a Breton. It's the only one you have right now. Wood Elf's cool. I believe the Wood Elf gets bonuses to archery and things like that. So you can like roleplay into that if you want to. Oh, that's what's going on. Our teammates are lagging. Sometimes it'd be like that. There's a master chest. Nice! Spell power cure resto staff? Dude, Bryson would be so jealous right now.
Hold!
It's kind of a big deal, actually.
Where?
This is where I left it. Give me a moment. You'll see.
It's funny how Snow White took $350 million to make. The movie made like the movie got like 200 million. Wait. What do you mean the movie got like 200 million? Wait, what?
I need aid! I'm hurt!
So Snow White took $350 million to make it,
Find the Empress Regent.
and they received 183 million for like the revenue that they made from releasing the movie. What's the 200 million mean? I guess 200 million 183 is close. Is that what you mean?
My spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy them!
Because those are bad numbers. Like, $350 million is a lot to pump into the development of a movie
Or be overwhelmed.
just for it to like completely flop in your face. It's a pretty clean dungeon so far. It's a shame our DD died before. They earned almost 200 million. Gotcha. And $200 million is a lot of money, but in the eyes of losing them 150 million, like that's really bad. That is not good at all. What kind of character am I playing? This is the Arcanist class. I'm using a Khajiit as my race, but I don't think race has like a major impact on what I do. But the Arcanist is a lot of fun. Like, this is with the newest class that's come out, and it came out a little while ago. I don't know how long it's been out now, but it's been a little bit. This is the first I've gotten to play it. Like, I had never played the Arcanist up until, like, I don't know, maybe a month ago. It's fun as crap. It's a really good class. Really high damage cap. Like, very user-friendly. If you can, you know, nail down the kit and the wombo combos.
Is as majestic
Basically,
as terrible.
your kit is based off of building Crux, and Crux is that little green triangle that's floating around my body. And you can have up to 3 Crux available at any time. And the Crux essentially buffs yourself and your abilities in certain ways. And the abilities will like specify. But the beam that I'm firing out, it buffs the damage, and it consumes the Crux every time I use it. So like, and there's ways to build more Crux faster, and it's a well done class. I'm enjoying it. What? Where'd I go? You doing Templar? That's my main. I love a Templar, man. Templar is a lot of fun. I have no idea how I died.
won't end well for you,
Minecraft
Your Majesty.
made
Leave the
565
throne.
million and they
Stop
spent
this.
150 million in development.
You
Wow.
underestimate
Yeah, I'd
His
call that
Majesty.
successful.
I will burn their very souls!
Against my flame.
Attack the rift!
All will perish here. Let the heat take you. Become one with the fire of Cold Harbor.
After her! The time has come! You must face her before she
Yeah, that's
slays us
definitely why
all.
Jack Black did it. I don't know if like Jack Black doesn't seem to me like the guy to like chase money all the time. But there's no doubt that he made a massive amount of money from that. Jason Momoa, on the other hand, I could see him chasing that dollar bill. From my understanding, Jack Black actually plays Minecraft, so there's a chance that like he did do it for fun, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. I can't imagine like, look, I would imagine that being an actor is a lot of fun. Like, the amount of enjoyment that you would probably get as an actor from doing your job is probably insane. But in comparison to maybe like the Minecraft movie, I can't help but wonder like, was that actually fun? Did they have a good time like going in there and doing what they did? I don't know. Who knows, man? Maybe they did. I might just be salty McSourpuss, man. You know what I mean? I might just be, like, the Minecraft movie is stupid. Like, but I love Minecraft. Like, I love the game. I just have zero interest at all in
You are
the
destined to
in the
face
movie.
Leviathan.
Some things I feel like aren't meant to be a movie. You do respect Jack Black for not ruining it because it's hard to get actors who respect games. Yeah, well, Jack Black's a gamer in general. He's even made songs about video games and how much he loves
She
them.
is as lost to you as the White Gold Tower. Lord Baal, I have the Elder Scroll. The Flame Elderverse begins. Here. Kill them. Die!
Oh, I couldn't dodge roll. Still watching no volume. It's all good, Tiffany. No problemo. Gosh dang it. Oh, how'd that not hit me? Oh man, I just can't like dodge roll for some reason. I know I tried to. I feel like I'm getting ragdolled.
Silence, immortals! Be gone!
We need that healer back up.
Embrace
I'm just dead. I need like synergies or something to maintain my stamina. This is kind of an issue. The healer's not bad by any means, but I don't think I've seen a single synergy yet. And that kind of is necessary.
Be gone! Reduce
That
the
also
mortals
sucks.
to dust.
God dang, man. Dude, the dodge roll is not working. Did I like unbind it or something?
Run for your lives! Kneel! Silence the mortals!
Holy guacamole. I can dodge roll.
As long as I could
I don't know, I
before
was
opening
just
this portal.
choking that time.
The scroll said I'd be skewered if... Never mind. I'll take this. Follow me!
Dude, I'm almost level 700. That's ridiculous. I gotta finish this quest. You didn't know he played Minecraft? Yeah, well, I don't know if he like plays it for fun or if he plays it for like streams. I've seen him do like live streams with other big
White gold
streamers.
tower.
So I don't know if it's like they paid him to do live streams with him, because that happens. I think a lot of these bigger streamers like Kaisenet, I think I'm saying his name wrong, but
Deal?
like he'll just drop like an exorbitant amount of cash for like some like famous person to go on his stream so that he gets like 1 million freaking views or something. It's kind of a gross way to do things, but that's what we'll be doing. That's what happens. The spell power cure is crazy. Sharpened healing staff. I think I'm gonna put that in the bank. That and like these other two staves, I don't know if I have those. I don't know if I have them yet, but
Ooh.
all right, we can pop off of this character. The actor that plays Snow White went to watch her own... What's going on with the game? Watch her own movie, and she was like, 4 tickets, please. And the guy who was selling the tickets was like, which movie? And after she entered the theater, there were like 4 people. Wait, 4 people in the movie theater entirely? That sucks. That, the 4 people was them? No way. You can't tell me that the entire movie theater was empty. I don't believe that. Look, I know the movie hasn't been popular. It's had a lot of people hating on it. But I don't believe that it was 0 people watching the movie. Not 1 person in the theater. Lies, dude. Lies. There ain't no way. I would expect like a thin movie theater, but not completely empty. There was proof? No, when I say lies, I'm just like trying to accentuate my point, if that makes any sense. Put a little bit of gravity on that, like there ain't no way. I do believe you, but it does sound crazy when you say it like that. Wow, 194 script jelly is crazy.
Rogero, Mako, Ta.
Let's see if we can get anything. Check this out. You ready? Boom, 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 boom. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. It'll show it eventually. Maybe. Oh, chromium plating. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I was after. When you refine materials, if your passives are scaled up, like if you've put points into the passives for crafting, you have a higher chance, not a high chance, it's a higher chance of gaining materials and stuff like that. Why are people either freaking out about or being excited about the ESO update coming in June? What are your thoughts on it? It's a good question. I think that what's about to happen to ESO is pretty dramatic. If you don't know anything about the coming update, not only are we getting like the classic trial and a part of the map being added and some dungeons and some set pieces, but they're implementing a new feature called subclasses. And essentially what that means, excuse me, is they're going to allow every single character to have access to every single other class in the game. So, excuse me, it's not required, but if you do wish, as a Templar, you can remove 1 or 2 of any of your class skill trees here and replace it with any other skill tree from any other class in the game. So all 7 classes have 3 different skill trees. Typically you have 1 oriented towards healing, 1 towards like tanking, and 1 towards damage. Typically, that's how they're generally categorized in each character. Hit and miss. Like, this is, you know, damage, 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 a little bit of, like, healy, kind of like recovery stuff, and then a shield. Damage buff, damage, self buff for defensive tanky stuff, damage. And then you have, like, heal, like, support, defensive. So, like, typically that's how your stuff is going to be categorized. And what you can do with this is, like, say I really like the damage over time executive radiant oppression, and I want to spec into some other abilities. You know what else does a lot of damage over time is the Arcanist. The Arcanist has a crazy beam attack ability, and you can buff all that and mush it and merge it together into one class. So you can take a Nightblade skill tree and a Necro skill tree, or a Dragon Knight skill tree, or a Sorc skill tree, or you can take 2 Dragon Knight skill trees, or 2 Sorc skill trees, or you don't have to change it at all. You can keep 2 and just, like, change 1. It's whatever you want. They're allowing for, like, this massive amount of customization to the character builds, and people are upset because of, like, I'll be honest, man, I don't really know why people are upset. It sounds really cool. That, like, I'm excited. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to provide a lot of diversity and a lot of available creativity. It's going to open up a whole new window of opportunity for us to just play however we want, do whatever we want, and just have a good time with it. At least that's, like, my expectation for it, man. It's going to open up a lot. I think people are upset because, for one, it's going to raise the power cap significantly. There's already videos of people playing the PTS, which is the post test server, patch test server, whatever the PTS stands for. It's basically like access to the update before the update. And people are hitting like 170k parses now. Generally, max level or max damage parses are going to be around 130k, give or take, depending on what class and how refined your palette is when it comes to running your character and all that. So we're looking at like a pretty significant increase in damage, potentially. So there's people that are upset about that. There's PvP players that are upset about the merging of like all these classes because it's going to upset the balance and everything, and I think all those people are Nightblade players, to be honest. Every one of y'all that's upset about it's a Nightblade player, don't try to freaking fool me. You can't fool me. I know it, because y'all Nightblade players are afraid that everybody else is going to be invisible, and then you're just going to get ganked. Yeah, how's it feel? How's it feel to get ganked? Anyway, personally, I think it's going to find balance in itself. The developers said that they are not concerned about the power cap rising. They said that's fine. Like, what we want is for you guys to have fun. And I love that attitude. I think that's a great way to put it. And I think it's a great perspective to have. With that being said, I do think there's going to need to be some balancing when it comes to the orientation of PvP. But I think generally, PvP is going to find a way to balance itself. Because it's not like they're adding something brand new to the game that is like higher than everything else. Like, say like this is all the new classes, and like they added like a new class into the game that's up here for like their potential for damage and utilization for abilities and whatnot. That's unbalanced. That's not good. But what everything that's in the game now is like reasonably balanced. It's somewhere in the general ballpark of one another. And people having access to everything is going to just do this. Like, it's not going to do this or this. I think it's going to do a little bit of that. And I think it's just going to raise the potential water level. And it's going to take some adjustment. There's going to be like a growing pains period, especially in PvP. So I understand why people are annoyed by it, but at the end of the day, man, I cannot freaking wait. I'm super excited. I think it's going to be really cool. I can't freaking wait to start merging classes together and just like experimenting and having fun. And yeah, there's going to be people that are just like mashing their freaking tutorials on YouTube, just being like, this is the best class ever. This is the meta. This is the best. If you're not doing this, then you're failing at ESO. Like, nah, bro. No. Don't listen to that crap. That's all a bunch of garbage. You play however you want. You be creative. You would develop your own build. You have a good time with it. That's a cool mount. I like that mount. And it's not about like, look, if you like copying what everybody else does, if that's how you have a good time playing the game, by all means do that. But it's not required. That is not how you have to play. And that's my perspective, man. I don't want to copy everybody else's builds. I want to be creative and try something new and get weird with it and try to have a good time. And I don't care if it's unbalanced. I don't care if I'm not mid-maxed. I don't care if I'm not like the most efficient possible. As long as I'm having fun, man. And I think that should be like the general perspective for most people, man. At least I would want it to be. I just want everybody to have fun. You see it as a challenge? Yeah. Hell yeah. I see it as a challenge too. And I like that. I think that's why I'm confused why people are upset. To me, it sounds really cool. Is it because of like PvP stuff, or why are they getting mad about it? I think the majority of the people that are vocalizing themselves being upset about the coming update of subclasses, specifically, I think the frustration is you know, gravitating towards subclasses, and it's not about the world that's being implemented down below Murkmire. It's not about the trials, it's not about the dungeons, it's about the subclasses. I think those people are typically veterans of the game. Veterans of the game that have been in the game playing it for a long time, and they have found this like groove that they fit very neatly in, and they're comfortable and they love it there. And sometimes they get bored, sometimes they take a break, sometimes they leave, sometimes they move on, sometimes they whatever. But I think that's typically where this this uproar is coming from, is that demographic of people. And how do I like draw a comparison to this? Like, I think what's like a parallel comparison I can draw? Like like if you go to lunch every day and you've got like a spot, like a chair that you sit in that's comfortable, it's by the window, it gets a little bit of light, nobody walks past you, right? Like you've got like this level of comfortability, and then one day you walk into the room and somebody's sitting in your spot. It's like that kind of feeling that the vibe that I'm getting from the people that are upset about the idea of subclassing, because they're comfortable and happy where they are. And the change that's coming, even though it's not necessarily bad change is uncomfortable. And most people don't like change. And personally, man, I think change is good. it's not always comfortable. Are we going to be happy about everything? Absolutely not. No, there's going to be things that are disappointing and frustrating and things that are going to have to be worked around. But that's like the nature of life, man. When you get too... Oops, I didn't mean to pull that out. When you get too comfortable and complacent, man, you get stagnant. You lose your creativity and stuff. And I think it's going to be a good thing. I look forward to this update thoroughly, man. I'm very excited. And I am excited about the challenge as well. I like that perspective a lot. You also seen everyone is stoked about inventory space. Wait, what? What about inventory space? Whoa, what are they doing? Whoa, are you telling me that they're gonna expand inventory space? Is that what you're getting at? Because it sounds like that's what you're getting at. If that's what you're saying and I missed it, then I need to know because I'm excited about it too. I would love more inventory space. I'm dealing with it right now. There's supposed to be an increase or something. Really? I didn't hear that. Could have just missed it or not paid enough attention. But I did, like... I didn't, like, read the patch notes myself. I just listened to, like, a summarization of it. And I could have just missed it. But that's exciting. That's a big deal. Like, dude, I got no space. Zero inventory space whatsoever. It's a struggle. There's a certain point in the game that you get to where you just have so much stuff, and if you're like me and you just can't get rid of anything because like you're a hoarder and it's just an impossible thing to just throw something out or sell it. Like I need everything. Even if I never use it, even if it just sits in the bank for like 6 years, I will collect everything and sit on it because it makes me happy. Hello? Sarathvar, get away from me. I wish there was a way to stop him from automatically summoning. Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. It was a rough one getting organized today, but we're about there.
No thief!
So close, we're so close. Look at that. Cleaned up and ready to go. How much space did I have left? Oh, no worries. If you're mistaken, it's totally okay. Regardless, I would love some more inventory space. We have about 30 slots, which isn't a ton, but it's much, much better than what we were working with before. So, we're gonna do another daily dungeon. Bada boomskis. We're gonna go clean some of this stolen stuff in the inventory, because I don't want to lose it. We're going to try to crank out of Battlegrounds, but that's asking a lot. Oh, you know what else? We're very close to being full in transmute crystals. Like, very, very close. Could spend some, but not right this moment.
You can rest.
Get away from me. But boom, 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 boom. All that can be cleaned.
You can
No
rest.
thief! No!
We got a Black Reach treasure map. I think that's a big deal. Those are not common. We have 22 Jubilee confetti. Oh, we gotta eat some, we gotta eat some cake. And we gotta go spend some tickets. We looked it up. It's bank space. The update will allow you to buy up to 300 slots total for the bank. It will cost crowns, though. Ew. Alright. It's good. So, I think right now, we're capped at 240. Okay. So, yeah, we're capped at 240 right now. So it's 6 additional bank slots? Wait, what do you mean 6 additional? Oh, 6 as in like 10 slots each. 10 inventory spaces per slot. Understood. Yes, that makes sense. So like ESO Plus gives you double your bank space. So it caps at 240, right? And ESO Plus brings it up to 480. So if there's 6 more, if it goes up to 300, then you're looking at 600 inventory spaces. So an additional 200 if you have ESO Plus. It's a big deal. Oh, I was gonna go spend those tickets, yeah?
Excuse me, is it really at the top? If so, how would one get up there to meet with
I
him?
hate the high elves,
Chonk
dude.
has 3 landings.
I was so sick and tired of hearing high elves. They're my least favorite race of people in the entire world of Tamriel, man. You just got ESO Plus, it's worth it. If you're invested in the game, look, I'm not happy to do the whole ESO Plus thing. I'm not like glad that they essentially force you, because let's be honest, they do essentially force you to get ESO Plus. If you want to invest yourself in the game, it is nearly required to play, unless you want to just like do inventory management for 85% of your freaking experience of this game. You need ESO Plus. And it's unfortunate that that's the case, but I think it's worth it. If you're truly invested in this game, if you love it, if you play it often, if not every day like my freaking slimy little greasy fingers, like, yeah, it's worth ESO Plus. I know, the high elves are super snobby. Where is the Soulfire Dragon Illusion? Ravira, hello! Am I gonna have enough to get a pet? I think I am. When you have the Deadlands Flint, Rune-Etched Striker, and Smoldering Bloodgrass. Deadlands Flint, Rune-Etched Striker, Rune-Etched Striker, Deadlands Flint. Rune-Etched Striker. Alright, so now we would need to wait till tomorrow. But if we get this Smoldering Bloodgrass Tinder, then we can merge these 3 pieces together to form a new pet. Bada boom. We are queued? Alright. How we doing? We just finished our weekly endeavors. Deconstruct 8 items, pickpocket, kill 5 insects or arachnids, complete 1 battleground with a guildmate. That's complicated. Defeat 55 enemies with scribed abilities. I don't really want to go pickpocketing. But yeah, we should have enough of these things. So I've been using my tickets, unfortunately, to buy the confetti packs because there's an achievement for consuming 25 of them. I overbought just a little bit. Just a little bit. I bought a few more than I actually needed, I think. So there's 5 days left. So I'm going to have 2 extra confetti packs, unfortunately, because you get 1 a day from your gold crate if you complete a challenge of some kind. So yeah, 2 extras. That's unfortunate because that is 6 event tickets that are basically just wasted. But it's okay. It's not that big a deal. Funny how Assassin's Creed came from killing Templars to having sex with the same gender. Yeah, where are the Templars in Assassin's Creed? Are they still around? Alright, while we wait for this queue, we are going to pick up the Undaunted Daily and also the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild Daily. And we're going to try to get some scripts. They did introduce a lot of that, didn't they? Like, Assassin's Creed used to be so cool. And now, like, literally every NPC you talk to is like, man, that was crazy what happened back there. You want to go over to that barn and have sex behind the hay bales? Like, that's basically every conversation you have with NPCs. I just, I don't understand why, like, yeah, sex is great, but does it need to be just, like, literally shoved down your friggin' throat? Pun intended. I just, I don't think it's necessary. I don't play my Assassin's Creed games because I want to, like, get off on, like, animated dudes on dudes. Like, that's not what it's about. You know, there's websites for that. It's not necessary to put it in the games. Mafia knows what the website is. You can DM him privately if you have any serious questions or concerns. White Gold Tower again? Ew. Mafia's like, huh? Nuh-uh. I swear.
My patience grows thin, sister.
If
We've
you have a
had
kid,
our
you're gonna let him
differences, but
play
when have you
Assassin's Creed
ever
1 to
known me
Black
to be
Flags
wrong?
and not the rest.
Yes. Yes, I suppose
You're gonna,
that's
like,
true.
you're gonna isolate him and prevent him from ever having access to the last ones. Like, Mafia, you know what website. I'm sure there's a few of them out there.
White Gold Tower is now the gravestone of the Empire.
I'll just solo it. We got this. It'll take a little while, but I'll get it.
The Claymouth begins anew.
From the side! Move to flank!
Now we're gaming, baby. We just needed some teammates. Oh, the teammates are buffing the crap out of me. Actually, some adjustments to the Templar that you might be interested in. This execute, this beam, the Jesus beam that I have, that channels over time and increases damage based on their lower their health is. It is getting what I would consider to be a pretty significant buff. And basically they're extending the channel time of it by like 2 or 3 seconds. And they're increasing the amount of damage it does, but they're lowering the threshold in which it is activatable. Or well, in which it begins to scale upwards. So right now, I believe it scales up to 480%, and starting at the enemy's health bar at 50%. But I think they're bringing the enemy's health bar scaling to 30%, but it's going to go up to 500%. And it's going to be like a 5.5 second channel time. Mr. Dream Master, hello, sir. How you doing, man?
My spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy them!
I need aid! Healer!
Yeah, it's neat. There's a couple other adjustments being made, but that was one of the primary ones. I can't reach him. What the heck? Oh, somebody's got the freaking speed too. Boston voice. How you doing? How you doing? Hey Tony, you go down to Tony's Pizzeria, you got that double triple stack dog, dude? How you doing? I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I think Mafia's got an uncle from Boston. I completely made that up. I have no idea. A+ on that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been practicing it all week, actually, if you didn't know. If you couldn't tell,
Hold!
I was trying really
the
hard.
scroll is here.
Where? There's nothing.
This is where I left it. Give me a moment. You'll see.
The Elder Scroll.
You are
It's
from
not
Boston?
ready. Don't
I knew
touch
it.
it.
That's what's
The
wrong with it.
scroll is mine. Kill them all.
As you wish, Empress. I had hoped the scroll was wrong about Clivia. Go, find the Empress Regent.
I feel like we should get a couple more Imperial fragments for doing this. For killing a boss like that, you should get like 5 or 6, not 2. East March treasure map? The treasure maps are popping off. The problem is that they take up a freaking crap ton of inventory space. Now there should be like a ESO plus for furnishings and ESO plus for treasure maps. The issue with the treasure maps is that they don't stack. If you have multiples of the same ones, you cannot do anything about that. Like, actually, I don't know how that works. Like, if you get a treasure map dropped that is like the same one that's in your inventory, I guess you just can't pick it up out of the crate or something.
My spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy them.
Man, I've gotten really comfortable with this whole double XP thing too. It's gonna hurt when it goes. When we're no longer getting like 200k for a daily battleground or a daily dungeon, like we're gonna start to feel it. Mafia, you didn't say anything about my accent though. Was it bad? If you're from Boston, was that like an accurate representation of Bostonians? Hey Tony.
The plane meld is as majestic as it is
Hey Tony.
terrible. I guess it's mostly just terrible. To arms! The Daedra are coming! Good work! Onward!
Your accent sucks. Hey, how about you hey, bake off my accent, buddy. I don't know where that one was going. That was definitely not Boston.
This won't end well for you, Your Majesty. Leave the scroll. Stop this.
We're gonna move on for that one. I don't know what that was.
underestimate me, wretch. I will burn your very souls! How much can you endure?
My spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy them!
Nowhere to run, mortal.
Oh, I'm not in the rift. I can't. Huh. Wow.
The time has come. You must face
Dude,
her
we've got
before she
a
slays us
we've got a
all.
sorcerer using a heavy attack build on our team right now as a DPS, and I gotta say, like, he's crazy. His heavy attack build's popping off. Chris Nelson, hello, sir. The attempt lives on the internet forever. Good, good. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd hate for it to just, like, you know, completely just disappear and nobody ever remembers it or hears about it because it wasn't completely and totally embarrassing or anything. Totally. This team is good. Let's see if they want to do hard mode. I don't think anybody's died.
Head through the portal. You are destined to face Clivia Tharn.
I think we could do a trifecta with this squadron. Dude, Chris, thank you, man. Things are going very well. I hope you're doing even better. Even better. Oops. I'm a nub. Oh, I'm not that much of a nub?
Do you fools still believe you're dealing with Clivia Thorn? She is as lost to you as the white gold Lord Gal. I have the Elder Scroll. The flame elder thus begins.
The damage. Oh, the tank died.
Run, mortal!
We were going for the trifecta, man. Is nobody gonna revive him?
Waited as long as I could before opening this portal. The scroll said
That
I'd
kinda
be
sucks,
steward.
man.
Never mind.
Oh, 24 Imperial fragments. That's good.
I'll take this. Follow me.
He's pending resurrection. Ooh. Oh, I have the ring.
Lucky.
Bada boom. Alright, we could try to do a battleground tonight too. Because why not, right? Alright, but while we're doing this, Really wanted to get that lead. But we're gonna try to crank out these dailies quick. Did I pick these back up? I want to make sure here real quick. Guilds. I live 2. Oh, I didn't pick up the Undaunted yet. So we got the Mages Guild and we got the Fighters Guild, but we did not get the Undaunted. So we'll knock out these 3 dailies real quick. It shouldn't take long at all. We'll get the scripts that drop from the daily crates and then dive back into farming that 1 lead. Which, cross your fingers, hopefully we get it like first try.
Ah, curse it all.
Wow, you got a big head, lady. What is up with the Battlecrown queues? They weren't working yesterday. Somebody said they were doing maintenance in the zone chat, but I don't know how accurate that is. I think that they would say something, like they'd give an announcement and be like, hey, just so y'all know, Battlegrounds are down for like a day or 2, maybe 3, because we're working on things. But I haven't seen anything. I'm a bit oblivious, though. I could just be not okay. I'm trash. Shame on me. Did you hear about the Italian chef? No, why? Why? What did the Italian chef do? He passed away! Oh no! Oh, mamma mia! Oh! I like that joke. But it is sad to hear about what happened to the Italian chef. I'm sorry to hear that. Who would you consider the strongest assassin in Assassin's Creed? Altair. Altair, no doubt. That's how I feel? You ain't changing it. Unless you do. Because you could. You go with Connor? What? Really? Why? Why though? I need to know. You know, Connor was tough. He was... I'm not saying like he was weak or anything. I just didn't place him at number 1. I feel like mentally, like your mind is also a muscle in terms of like how strong you are as a person, right? Or an assassin. And I feel like Altair had the strongest mind. Did he start that way? No. Maybe his bare, with bare hands. All right, you do have a point when you say it like that. I wasn't thinking like brute force. But against a full army? He did do that, didn't he? It's kind of a big deal. Yeah, Connor's pretty tough, man. But like, all right, maybe one of the reasons why I'm saying that Altair is like the strongest of the assassins, like with it, especially given his mental fortitude, is because we got to see him reach the oldest age. Like we got to literally see him from like his adolescence to his like deathbed. And we got to see a couple other assassins get there. Like we got to technically see Ezio get to his deathbed too, but not to the same extent and situation that Altair did, dude. Like that dude lived with the Apple of Eden. Literally, like he just put it in his like pants. He just like put it down there and he was like, "Look at my bulge. It's so big and cool." Definitely not a golden apple of Eden. Like he wasn't phased at all. He was like the only person to ever be able to use the Apple of Eden properly and like mentally fortified to, I don't know, whatever the word is, resist. I was trying to think of a cooler way to say it, but you got it. You consider him the strongest because he was able to not let the Apple of Eden corrupt him. Or are you saying Altair or Connor? Because I don't think Connor ever actually got his hands on the Apple of Eden. I don't think. Stabby, stabby, stab.
Rest now.
Altair. He's pretty cool, man. If it wasn't for Ezio, I feel like Altair would be like my favorite. But I really like Edward Kenway, man. Like, I feel like I gotta like be the contrarian and say like if I had to choose a favorite assassins, it might be Edward Kenway. Altair was only able to climb with 8 fingers. He was the only assassin that was required to actually like chop off his fingers, wasn't he? Yeah, but they cut off the ring finger. Like, look, don't get me wrong, the ring finger is an important finger, and it holds a lot. There's a lot of weight there being held by the ring finger, but is it the most impactful finger of all of them? I feel like it's not. Like, I feel like your middle finger and your pointer finger and your thumb are the 3 primary fingers you want to hold on to. Some people struggle to climb with all fingers. Simon, when was the last time you had a potato? Or a donut? No, I know what you meant. Dude, climbing is not easy. It's hard as crap. Red Ninja, good morning, sir. Hello. Things are going pretty dang good. How you doing? Uh-oh. I guess we're here for it.
May your spirit know peace.
Alright, I don't really want to fast travel again. I gained a skill point for that? Why? Wait a minute. Did I not ever go through this? There's no way I didn't go through this yet. It's great, like it's got the white accomplishment thing going on. It's a good thing I came back. Pretty good. Started scrying yesterday. Very nice. Only had 30 minutes. 30 minutes doesn't go far when you're leveling scrying, dude. Yeah. Level 3 is a good start, though, man. Very good.
Rise, blast you. Why won't you rise? This spell should work on an alien.
I'm not an alien. Oh, maybe she was talking about the mummy beside her. Possibly. Probably. Dude, we might end up queued for this battleground all night. That's fine. If that's the case, if we never get into one, it's not that big a deal. But, I was hoping to get some daily rewards. You must hit 160 over the weekend? Awesome, dude. During the double XP, that should go a lot faster for you. Very nice. I got a lead out of that. That's a big deal. It's just a purple lead. That's probably just an antiquity, but I like them. Times 2 XP question mark. Yeah, during this event. When you log into the screen at the bottom left, or like before you actually physically log in, and it just shows your character, and it says like, hey, select a character, create a new character, blah blah blah. It shows at the bottom left there that there is the Jubilee event going on right now. The Jubilee event is essentially like the anniversary for Elder Scrolls. So Elder Scrolls released about 11 years ago. And it's like a 2-week long event that is just like a celebration, like a, hey, thank you guys for playing, like we are so happy to be here and doing the do. And it's double XP the entire time. Now it doesn't necessarily show it. There's not like a buff or anything that you physically see. There used to be. It used to be like you would eat a piece of cake, or you would eat, like, you would interact with something, you would whatever, like, you'd have to, literally, like, activate the double XP, but apparently this year they changed that. They started doing it automatically. Yeah, it's not the cake anymore. The cake is what gives you your, whatchamacallits though? Your, what are they called? Event tickets. Sorry, choking. I ran past my exit. I got carried away, man. I was just killing stuff. Yeah, so like you still have to eat the cake to get the event tickets each day, but you can get the double XP. The double XP is consistent and passive, like, it's active on every character. It doesn't matter if you do the like quest line for the event or not, you just get it, and it's for every character too, and it'll end in like 5 days or something. So like if you, a good way to know is like if you look at the random daily dungeon, normally say you're level 50 or something, if you do a random daily dungeon, it will show like 100,000 bonus reward XP, but right now it's 200,000. And like battlegrounds and whatever else, it shows 100,000 normally. Shadowfen, huh? Cross your fingers. It's at the bottom right. You thought that was high? Yeah, 200k is a lot. Especially if you're enlightened. If you've got like the enlightenment from your champion points, it gets crazy. Why am I in combat? I need to get to this. Looks like we made it just in time. I think like with enlightenment, you're looking at like 350,000 XP for your daily dungeon or something like that. Unnecessary.
And Marco's failures are your opportunities. You both shall serve me well. Sometimes the prey turns and nips us. It is a small thing.
Nice, dude. Wow, what a parkour. Who's fighting me? Nothing. Okay. Whatever. I guess we could try a different type of queue. Was I on group? No shot. I should have been in solos. If this queue weighs like another 15 or so minutes, I'll try the ranked ones, but Battlegrounds seem to have like been disabled or something. I don't know what's going on.
The Order thanks you.
Nice, 10 Mages Guild points. We're gonna be actually coming up on maxing out our Mages Guild soon. Oh, so close. You avoid PvP like the plague? I normally avoid Battlegrounds as well, but I gotta be honest, I'm starting to warm up on them. I can't believe I'm saying this. After all the things I've said in the last like 2 months about Battlegrounds, I'm starting to enjoy playing them. But the only reason I really consistently kept playing Battlegrounds is because the loot boxes are so friggin' fat, dude. You get like 45 transmute crystals for winning a daily. Or yeah, 45. Because you get like 2 bundles of 10, and then you get a 25 for your reward, or rewards of the worthy or something like that. And then you can get like yellow style pages or whatever they're called. And like the loot's good, man. It's hard to argue with all that. So that's why I've been doing them. You know, plus the daily 200,000 XP. It's a lot of extra XP if you win.
Just about had it.
Well, that's something. That mount with that that chest plate is something else. All right. There's that. Nice. Not bad. It's a decent loot box. There's evasion. I don't know if I can eat more than one of those. I kind of hope not. I haven't really been paying too close attention to which ones I'm opening. Generate ultimate. Very nice. That's a big deal, actually. That's a really big deal. Wayfarer's Mastery. What? Adds improved functionality of skill line passives to a scribe skill when written to a grimoire. What? Used to learn the signature script Wayfarer's Mastery, allowing you to add its effect. Okay, class scripts. Class. I'm up to 16. I need 50. Woo! That's a lot. Oh, the battleground's ready. Clear up a little bit of space real quick. Alright, real quick. I'm gonna pee. Like, real quick before this starts. Hold your horses. We got time. We got time. Like 4 minutes left. I think we're just waiting on a player. You know what I should do? I should put a cleanse on. Cause like, Wall of Elements really isn't doing too much for us. Alright. I don't love this map. It's beautiful. It's very like aesthetically and cosmetically appealing. The map looks cool. But functionality wise, for like a PvP arena, oh, I can't get my neck to crack. It's not like super slick. It's got like the 3 lanes, but that's about it. Whoa. Oh. We're going Crazy King. Where are the enemy teams?
They captured the point.
Where's the enemy team? Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, everybody's dodging everything. Whoa, I think it's lag. We have a crazy healer on our team. I'm dead. I got singled out. I probably should have dove back into the group. I don't know why I left. That was a bad move. What a dodge. I don't know why I can't do anything. I can crit for 10k. I need tri-crowns. Yeah. Why can't I freaking hit that guy? Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta get on these points, man. Dang it. Man, what's going on here? We're all scattered. Hit him, teammate! Hit him, teammate! Got him. We could probably drop this one. Go to the next point. That was a good hold down for us. I think we're gonna maybe win this one. I don't want to like jump to conclusions, but we're doing really well. I do feel a bit separated from the team right now, but it's working.
The capture point's moved!
Praise to the Vines! We've captured the point!
No, they've captured the point!
I mean, sure. They can just give it back to us. That's fine.
We captured the point! Grabbing the capture point.
By Mara's grace, the point!
Dang, that Dragonite Ultimate's dirty. It's alright, as long as we keep him off the points, it's fine to die over and over. I'd rather not, but it's fine.
They took the point!
Dude, the combo I have is kind of disgusting. Got him. I'm fast, baby. I'm fast. Let's use this opportunity to run across the map.
Despite their pathetic defense, the point is ours! We'll toast our victory soon enough! Yes! The point is ours! There goes the capture point!
They're just spawn trapping at this point. Alright. We won. Without a doubt. Actually, they've got 2 points. I think we won.
We seize the point!
Bada boom, baby. Wow, our teammates did well. We had 2 teammates that were just fighting. They did nothing else, but it worked. 16 assists from Unda. Yeah, it was a little bit unbalanced. Our team had it together. 1.1 million damage from both of them. 215,000 healing, 261,000 healing, 146,000 healing, 584,000 healing. I think that that is the make it or break it for your Battleground experience. If you have people on your team casting AoE heals, there is a significant advantage over everybody else. Like, they had no healing. Well, somebody, you know what? He did 818,000 healing, which is really good. But it wasn't enough. Good game, though, I guess. I feel bad because it was unbalanced, but I'll take the crate and we'll move forward. What's this? What's this? Bada bang. Don't think I want to eat that yet. Savagery and prophecy, excuse me. Dispel. We're getting them all, dude. Focus script. Okay, I don't know what dispel is, to be honest. Oh my gosh. It's too much. But ZeniMax, take some of the loot back. I can't handle it all. Look at that. What is that? 55 transmute crystals right there. That's a lot. What can we do with the transmute crystals? I would like to make some room, but... And I have plans, like I have ideas of stuff, but... Ideas of stuff and things. There's some set pieces that I maybe want to recreate, but I just don't know exactly what yet. I was kind of hoping to do that this weekend, so maybe we'll just hold off. We'll just hold on to the rocks in our pockets. We'll be able to do something with it here in a couple days. Okay. Am I gonna have enough space? I feel like maybe no. We do have enough space. Good. That was nice. Oh, that's satisfying. Cool. Dudes, this has been a successful day of dailies. 2 hours in, we didn't do any Undaunteds, but I'm really not concerned about those today. Or anytime soon, to be completely honest. But we need to go get that lead that I was not successful in getting yesterday. So, what, the Malakath Band of Brutality, I think, is what we're after. So give me one moment. Let me pull up the list again, just to make a show. The Mighty Loop. Public Dungeon Boss, Old Orsinium. That's where we're going, to Hrothgar. Bada boom. Bada boom. Hey, what you got? I think we go this way. I think taking the beach puts us like below where we need to be. And there's like a cliffside that you gotta kind of go around. Something like that. Alright, so we're looking for the Malakath's Brutal Might Loop. And this drops from the spider boss in the bottom of this cave. Excuse me. We are going to skip that quest. We'll come back to this place one day. Stab him. Kill him with spears. I like this javelin, man. The more I use it, the more I kind of really enjoy it. It's friggin' expensive. Like when you try to spam it like that. I really like stabbing people in PvP with the spear. Although it's like kind of difficult to land. People are slippery, man. They move so fast. And they dodge roll constantly. And I can't help but feel like there's a massive disconnect for like the dodge roll iframes. Like somebody will dodge roll like 3 seconds after I hit them with an ability and it'll be like dodged.
It is over.
Alright. Let's get to this spooter. Somebody killed the spooter? Great. You did, didn't you? No, you didn't. You might have. Zereth, why are you kiting my freaking enemies away? Brother. I don't know where this spider is. I thought I was close, but I feel like I now ran the wrong way. That was satisfying. There's our spooter. Let's get this bad boy on rotation. Or get the lead first try. That would be cool too. I could feel it. I wanted to see it. Alright. As much as I love stabbing stuff with a spear, why are we in combat? Who are we fighting? Who are you fighting? One lone spider that seemed to have just... What? Where did you come from? Okay, what was I doing? Skills. Let's put this bag over here, and this right there, and that there. Now, how are we doing? Do we need to put some passives in somewhere? While in a PvP area. Increases your healing done near a keep. There's a set piece, there's a 5-set bonus that makes you a keep. It like considers you to be a keep, which is really interesting. I don't know if it works outside of PvP though, like if it still applies in a dungeon. Each support ability slotted? No. Increases the range while near an outpost or keep. Generate 10 ultimate when you kill an enemy player. I feel like I should have that. If we're going to be doing Battlegrounds just for the sake of doing. Can I help you? I don't know why I have Keen Eye on. There's really no reason for it. It's just a waste of skill points. Shadowy Supplier. Blade of Woe kills, bounty and heat reduce. What's happening out here? I'm gonna pick this up. Because eventually we're gonna get to that. Maybe. Casting a Mage's Guild ability grants you empower, increasing your damage of your heavy attacks by 70% to monsters for 5 seconds. 5 seconds sucks. Max magic and all that. Increased duration. It'd be cool if I was actually using these. It'd also be cool if I morphed all these too. Like these two are ready to morph, but I haven't done the rest of them. What am I waiting for? I should be doing that when I complete dailies. Like when we do a dungeon, I should just take cleanse off and put like inner fire on. And then we'll morph these eventually too. Level 18, Ledgerman. Killing an enemy has a 5% chance to automatically fill a soul gem. Things like that are nice, but kind of running out of skill points. And I should really just drop the vampire passive. Is the spider back yet? My goodness, this thing takes for freaking ever. Lock it in, Spooter. Spooter. Where's he going? No leads. Alright. Normally we'd run in circles here and kill stuff, but there's some things that I would like to take a look at. Like, I want to look at some set pieces. What are we looking at for deadly? Sorry, buddy. Sorry, teammate. So we're missing the ring and the necklace. And the helmet, and the sword, and the lightning staff. It's kind of okay. It's pretty cheap as is. I'm thinking I would like to make like a stamina Templar build. Does it need to be stamina? I kind of want it to be stamina. I feel like stamina's fun. I really enjoy like eating bodies, like soaking up bodies for healing and stamina. So this will be fine for that, and a bow sounds good too. I think I'd like to use a bow. Like daggers are kind of overrated in my opinion. They're really good. The passives are great, but I just love the idea of a bow. It makes me feel cool. So like, what am I gonna pair with this then? Because we're leaving room for a mythic on the jewelry. That's the intention. So we can swap between, like, Oaken Soul is needed. Cat Michael Jackson. Dreammaster, what are you talking about? Wait, are you talking about my character? You think my character looks like Michael Jackson? But as a cat? Okay. I don't see it. I don't see it. But what the heck am I looking for here? DLC dungeons. Plague Slinger? We gotta kind of go off crit. Is it Moonhunter's Keep I'm thinking of? No. Your light attacks made within melee range rend flesh, causing your enemies to bleed. That's not what I'm looking for. Where am I? Is it Falkreath Hold? It is Falkreath Hold. So this is a crazy good set. Pillar of Nirn is just such a good set. When you deal damage, you create a fissure underneath of your enemy after 1 second, dealing bleed damage to all enemies within 2.5 meters and causing them to bleed for an additional 14,000 over 10 seconds. This can occur every 10 seconds. And it's AoE bleed too. Like, that's really good. I feel like it's just strong. So, we don't exactly have a ton of these pieces. Shoulder. Do we have head? We don't have head, which is fine. Shoulder, arms, belt, guards, which are legs. That's 4 pieces. So we would need like a chest plate or something. Or like jewelry or whatever. So we're gonna need to farm this dungeon. Falkreath Hold. If I would like to use this set, that's what we're gonna have to do. So that's what I'm thinking, like Deadly and Nirn. But does Deadly boost the damage of Nirn? That's the question, right? Damage, oh wait, increases the damage of your damage over time and channeled attacks. Does that also include the bleed damage from that proc set? I feel like it should. If it doesn't, man, that's some buns. That's what that is. Spooter. No lead. Starting to think I already have it. What if? How upsetting would that be? That's a furnishing. What am I missing? I don't have a single one? No, I have to. I have to. Reaper's Marsh. Let's check that. I have 1 lead so far. So, confirmed I do not have the lead we're looking for. Let's throw some skill points in quick, or some champion points, whatevers. Ooh, maxed out Wrathful Strikes. Very nice. Where do we go next? Because right now, as the build's set up, we already have all 4 of these slotted. So, max stamina is cool, max magic is cool. It's got to be something that can't be slotted, or it doesn't need to be slotted, sorry. Offensive pen would be cool. Chance to apply martial chance to apply, wait, what? Grants 100 weapon and spell damage to your magical attacks. Why don't I have that? Yes, go for that next. That's good. You don't even have to slot it. That's crazy. Alright, now, while we're sitting here waiting again, let's take a little looky at the other leads. Things that I might turn around and be like, you know what, that sounds fun. Let's try to make a build with that. When you deal damage with consecutive melee light attacks, gain stacks of Belharzal's temper for 10 seconds, up to a max of 5 stacks. At 5 stacks, consume the temper, and after 1 second, deal physical damage to enemies in a line and stun them for 3 seconds. Increases the damage of your light attacks by 900. I don't know, is that good? I feel like if you don't have any other mythic that you're like, I want that. That's what I want. That sounds so good. I want that mythic. Then this is good. You just slot that. You just put that in there. Because, like, why not? You're already, like, weaving light attacks. You should be. If you're not, do that. You can no longer cast ultimate abilities. Instead, casting an ultimate transfers your ultimate resource to your living group members, divided equally amongst them. Gain minor heroism while you are in combat. That's cool, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It depends. I feel like this would be really good in coordinated group play. Like, if you've got a 4-man crew and each 4-man is like, look, we're maxed out. Like, we're freaking slotted with mid-max situations. And your ultimate as a healer is not going to provide much. Or as a tank is not going to provide too much. Then this is great. Just giving your DPS, like, mo of what they got. I never understood the hype behind Death Dealer's feat, though, either. Gain a persistent stack of escalating feet every 2 seconds while you're in combat. Up to 30 stacks. Each stack increases your max health, stamina, and magic by 88. You lose a stack of feet for every 4 seconds you're out of combat. So 30 times 88. What's 3's times? Just 2,440? 2,424. Hold on. It's 2,640. I was close. It's just not good. I don't think that's good, man. I don't understand the hype behind this. I don't like this. Seems like a wasted item. But apparently it's good. Apparently people use it. So, I don't know. Whatever, dude. Spooter! When did you get back? No lead. I am starting to think it doesn't drop from this guy, but I'm looking at it right now. Public dungeon boss in Old Orsinium. Old Orsinium. There's even, oops, there's even an image of the loot of the spider showing the lead as a drop. So I don't know. Not sleeping yet? It's only 3:30. Simon, do you want the stream to end? Are you sick and tired of having fun or something? What's the problem? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Are you having fun yet? Have fun, more funner. While sprinting, gain a stack of draconic scales every 0.5 seconds, granting you 660 armor up to a max of 20 stacks. Upon stopping, you deal physical damage per stack in an 8-meter shockwave. Gain a damage shield equal to the damage dealt, and retain draconic scales for 10 seconds, but cannot gain new stacks. At 20 stacks, this damage will also stun enemies for 3 seconds. The damage scales off the higher of your weapon or spell damage. Okay, so 660 times 20. My brain's not braining, so calculator. That's 13,200 armor. And 246 times 20 is just under 5,000 damage, which is not amazing. But if you think about it, when you add all that together, I'm thinking PvP here. When you add all that together and you group enemies up and you just run in and you drop like an AoE that pulls them together and you combine all that, I feel like that's just another like piece of the puzzle on top of it all. And it could be quite good. And stuns them, which is like gravy. While you're above 50% stamina, reduce your direct damage taken by 50%. And lose stamina whenever you take direct damage. Up to once every 0.3 seconds. I really don't like the idea of that. You know what I think this is? I think this is for your magic build PvP players. Because ideally you have more stamina, right? Like you've got like enough stamina because your abilities are coming from your magic pool. So you take 50% less direct damage. So like, is this anti-gank? Is what this is? Anti-Nightblade material? Then you lose a lot of stamina. 1,000 stamina when you get hit is a lot. Especially every 0.3 seconds. I feel like that needs to be every 1 second or something. But they're heavy legs. I don't know. I don't know, man. But 50% damage reduction is really good. If you continuously sprint for 1 second, you gain the ability to pass through enemies. Enemies that you pass through become charmed for 4 seconds, removing their ability to attack or cast abilities as they move towards you. Charming an enemy this way restores stamina and magicka to you and heals you for health. Charming an enemy removes you from stealth. Stealthy Musa, stop speaking of stealth. Hello, sir. Wonder how this affects players. Charmed. I've never heard of that like form of crowd control in this game before, aside from this piece. So like I can't help but wonder if it's surely you can break free from it. It's got to be like a taunt, but do players get forced to be walking towards you? I don't know. I'd like Gaze of Sithis. Wish I could view the leads from this location too. But the Gaze of Sithis is something we need to go after. Well, let me write these down. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but I still would like to get it. Band of Brutality, which is what we're going for now. Where's the spider at? Who would you consider the worst assassin in Assassin's Creed? Who's the brother? The brother from Syndicate. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I forget his name. It's him. He's the worst. Hands down. I hated him. I hated him so much. He's one of the most unlikable characters I've ever seen as a protagonist in an Assassin's Creed game. Hated him. Dream Master, I will need to sleep at some point. It is coming up on 4 a.m. I was hoping to just get this lead, dude. Come on. I don't know how to spell either. Hold on. I got my list all jacked up. I need to write some of these down. That way we don't have to continue to go through this list over and over again. I kind of would like Harpooner's Wading Kilt, even though I doubt I'm gonna get to use it. Dealing direct damage grants you a stack of Hunter's Focus for 20 seconds, up to 10 stacks. You can only gain 1 stack of Hunter's Focus per second. Each stack of Hunter's Focus increases your crit chance by 110 and your crit damage by 1. So up to 10 stacks is 1,100 crit chance and 10% crit damage. I mean, this is good, but it's not great. Jacob, that was his name. What an insignificant character. I didn't like Syndicate at all, man. I really, I wish I did. Because I know some people did like it a lot, but I hated it. This is a fun item. Dodging no longer dodges. Instead, it grants a damage shield. 21,000 damage over 1 second. This damage shield is unaffected by Battle Spirit. I wonder what the application for this is. There's certain abilities that you just can't dodge, because 20k shield is not... Like, if it's an ability that you have to dodge, blocking it does not mitigate the ability enough, right? And it's literally undodgeable. So you have to take it. Either don't be there, or you have to mitigate the damage somehow. I don't know if 20k damage, or 20k shield is enough. But, I don't know. Maybe it is. But I'm sure there's like certain situations where this is good for like a tank or something. Increases your damage done by 16%, but reduces your crit damage by 50%. This is what we're after right now. Band of Brutality. I should get this too. Marken Ring of Majesty. So this one gives you weapon and spell damage 100 and 1100 armor for every set that you're wearing that is 3 or more pieces. Currently we would end up with 200 weapon and spell damage and then 2314 armor. Now, if you build all 3-piece sets, you're gaming, but it's... I feel like you need to spec into it to really get value out of this. This is another one of those flex spots where it's like, look, if you don't know what to put in your build, like if you're just like, I don't know, Mythic, sure, here you go. Like, that's one of these. It's just a free chunk of weapon and spell damage and armor. This is cool. Gain up to 15 hundo crit chance and 10% increased inspiration, alliance rank, alliance skill, and 15% monster kill experience gained based off of how many books of Shalador's library have been collected. We're at about 70%. Moore's Whispers. I'm going to put that down too. We're going to go after this eventually. Good old Ogunsoul, the Pearls of Antal. I don't know how to say that word. When you attempt to use resources to cast an ability... What? Thank you for resetting my situation here. When you attempt to use resources to cast a healing ability while in combat and your dominant resources under 50%, gain 3 ultimate. No cooldowns? No cooldowns. How good is that? Yes! My gosh, we've been here forever, man. We've been here for so long. Finally got that lead. Next, we're going to Stormhaven. Stormhaven? Stormhaven to a public dungeon boss in the Bone Snap Ruins. What? My brain's not braining? Where is it? It's like right about there. The story was stupid. They themselves didn't know who were the Templars until you killed them. Yeah, I didn't like Syndicate, man. I thought that it was like all around poorly developed. The story didn't hurt me as much as like the actual gameplay did. Like, I've said this a million times, but I liked the movement. Like the way you climbed felt good. And the zip lines and stuff, like the grappling hooks, like that stuff was fun. Was it excessive? Was it a little bit over the top? Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was definitely not like Assassin's Creed-y. But I felt like it kind of worked given the time period and stuff. I enjoyed the movement tech that they had going on. However, that was it. I hated every single other aspect of the game. I like the characters, like the side characters, because of the time period. This was like around the time when the telephone was being invented and things like that. So you've got like Alexander Graham Bell in the game, and characters of his sort that are like genius minds that are, you know, creating like crazy inventions, and you can do a couple quests with them, and I liked that. I thought that was cool. I like the whole idea of the games being rooted in history, and it's kind of what they're getting away from. Games being rooted in history. They keep saying they're like, these are historically inspired games, but they're clearly like drifting away from that. Regardless, that was like it. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, everything else was pretty bad. I felt like even the world design for a Ubisoft game, the world design was really poor. Like I would say that was historically accurate, which maybe it's not Ubisoft's fault that it was poor world design, because they were kind of just like recreating like England at the time, and England at the time was just a bunch of boxes mushed together. Like that's it. And a river. There was a river. The English Channel ran right through the middle of like a bunch of big square boxes all tied together, and then there's a castle somewhere too. Like that was basically the entire map. It's like the whole description that you need for it. It was just a really boring map. It was cool for like a day, but then like the second time you log into the game because you're like, oh, can't wait to play Assassin's Creed Syndicate today, and said nobody never, or said nobody ever. Like you're like, okay, I've seen it. Like I've climbed this same architecture 500 times now. So yeah, the leveling was stupid, the weapon levels and bulletproof enemies, like literally every single aspect. Dude, I don't know what they were doing. I have no idea what they were doing. Like, because that game is vastly different than any other, like, Assassin's Creed. Just the way the game flows, it's so different. And, I just feel like they just, they weren't doing it. Like, they just weren't doing the same thing that they had been doing. And I know that's part of my complaint about the Assassin's Creed franchise, is that I like the innovation and I like the creativity and I want them to try new things to keep things fresh and interesting. And when you do that, you're gonna hit and miss. You're not gonna be successful with every single attempt you have to innovate and be creative. And I just think that, unfortunately, Syndicate, in my eyes, was one of those. It was one of those times where it's like, look, they tried to do something different, but it just didn't hit right. At least not for me. Wow, that was a fast lead. That's what I'm talking about, son.
Over here. Help!
Friggin' right, that's what I'm talking about. Bulletproof enemies. Dude, what were they thinking? What were they thinking to... Gosh, dang it. Simon, why do you do this to me? Because now I'm pissed off. What were they thinking when they were like, you know what we should do to make the bosses more difficult in this game? Let's make their arms bulletproof so that when you shoot them with a gun, they just put their hands up and they block the bullets like Superman. Like, This is the friggin' dumbest idea ever, dude. Such a bad idea. We gotta go to either Bet-Nakai or the Imperial City, and I don't know if I am willing to go to the Imperial City quite yet. Hold the phone. Let's look at it. Let's see what's happening upstairs. You never know. We don't have a ton of time left tonight either, so maybe like investing in the Imperial City is not the best idea. We're out of here. I don't ever want to see this again. How? Why is it the blue literally owns everything every time? I've never been in a PvP area, whether it's Cyrodiil or Imperial City. Blue just runs it, dude. Everything. They run everything. And I'm wondering if that's because the Breton is a little bit scaled in a different way. Or there's a couple of good classes, or races, sorry, that come with the blue Dominion. I'm waiting for this one to be taken. I want to see who's fighting right now. It doesn't say who's fighting, so like somebody's gonna take it eventually. I'm curious if it's yellow, because that's who we are. We're yellow.
Fine goods at fair prices.
They lost? Okay. Well, I guess blue is just gonna be there forever and ever. What do we do here? So if we're not gonna do the Imperial City, our next step is to go do Stras M'Kai, because Stras M'Kai is then gonna take us to Bet-Nakai. Bet-Nakai. I don't know why I call it Bet-Nakai. But we need to be here for one of the leads that we need for this set piece that we're looking for. And I don't know if there's a way to get there without actually completing the story of Stras M'Kai. And obviously we could just get a quick fast travel. It's like somebody could just give us a taxi to it. But Stras M'Kai is like the next main questing area that we're going to be going to anyway, because we have completed the Daggerfall Covenant. We're moving on. Moving on. I told you I was going to do the Psijic skill tree, but what if we just did these two small islands first? What if we did Stras M'Kai and then Bet-Nakai? And then after those two starting islands, we can jump into like the Psijic skill tree. Toads Magote's a possibility, but not for tonight. I think it's a bit late to start like a brand new adventure like that. As much as I would like to continue forward, because I am having fun. It was successful tonight. We got our leads, at least, you know, a good portion of them. So, man, it's a little bit early, but it's already kind of late. Like, it's at a weird time right now. Like, it's 4 a.m. And if I jump into something new, we're talking like another hour devoted to it, and that's too late. So, I think we are going to wrap up just a smidge bit early, and we're going to pick back up not tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you're in the Discord, you got the memo maybe that the stream is postponed until the following day. And then Saturday and Sunday, I've got meals with my family as well. So the stream's not delayed or postponed or anything. Or it's not canceled, but it is delayed until like a couple hours later than it normally would be. So like instead of being like 3 or 4 p.m. EST, it's going to be like 5 or 6, maybe 7 on Saturday. It's probably going to be more like 7 or 8 on Saturday, because I've got 2 things going on. But regardless, there is the Discord, and the link to that is down below in the description of the video, or whatever it is that you're watching it on. There's Twitch and YouTube too. There's links to those as well. And that's it, dudes. I would greatly appreciate the whole subscribing thing. That goes a long way and makes a massive impact on the channel. And you guys make a massive impact regardless of what you do. I really do appreciate all the love and support through this series. It's been fun, man. I'm really enjoying it. I look forward to all the changes coming in the future here, and and all of it. I'm just having a blast. I hope you guys are too. I hope you're enjoying the game. I know some people are super salty right now with the upcoming stuff, and I want to remain optimistic, man. So if you're one of those people that's salty, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Just quit crying about it. I don't know. Whatever, man. Good nighty night, Mr. Mafio, Sayamante, Dream Master, Stealthy Musa, Red Ninja, Mr. Mafio again. Chris Nelson, Ashley, all of y'all, Ravira. If I missed you, Tiffany, I don't know if you're still there or not, but if you are, good night to you. For real, all of you. I love you very much, and I couldn't do this without you. So please come back tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Good night.
It's hard to leave with you still on my mind. To pack my things and leave it all behind. We better find out why we do the things we do.